Guardians, what is up? It's another week, which means another This Week in Bungie. And this week edition is going to be all about PvP, so let's get into it. So to kick things off for this week in Destiny, in Season 23, there will be some updates to the Crucible menu. They will be reintroducing a new 3v3 quick play node, introducing a new 6v6 quick play node that consists of a 6v6 party and relentless, a rotating control modes, and a new 6v6 unranked playlist. They also will be revising which nodes rotate through each node. So one of the new rotating control modes that'll be coming in Season 23 is Sparrow Control. Some of you probably may remember during the week of Iron Banner, one of the new on the Vex map, you were able to glitch and use your Sparrow during the matches, and they have made a bug into an actual game mode. It is control with Sparrows, and it'll be coming in Season 23. There also will be a special medal for that as well, and the mode and the playlist for the map for Sparrow Control will be curated and weighted towards larger maps. All right, so let's get into some changes that'll be coming to Checkmate for Season 23. We plan to make Checkmate Control the primary control mode for the first few weeks of Season 23. To be transparent, Checkmate has revealed and highlighted a community desire for a refined sandbox in the Crucible. We eventually want to take some of those lessons learned and apply them to the base Crucible experience, not just as a labs mode. We're not ready to slap Checkmate onto everything just yet, but we are ready to expose the modifier to a larger audience and gather more feedback and data. Some changes and features related to Checkmate in Season 23. The ability cooldown penalty has been decreased from 50% to 30%. This is based on some tuning changes coming with Season 23. As always, they'll be monitoring this closely to see how it plays and will adjust accordingly. Crucible Labs will include Checkmate 3v3 Clash, Checkmate 3v3 Countdown Rush. Trials Labs would include a Checkmate Dominion, and will be making additional mid-season tuning adjustments based on feedback. So that is your roundabout on Checkmate. I've played a lot of Checkmate. Very, very good. Very primary focus, which is what a lot of the PvP mains and the dedicated PvP players want. And I've seen a lot of PvP players really champion the Crucible Labs mode. So hopefully it'll be something that'll be coming really, really soon to PvP to really, bring up that particular side of Destiny 2. So. All right, so let's get into talking about some competitive rank adjustments. In Season 23, we'll be making some changes to how rank points are adjusted post-match. In general, we are simplifying the formula and putting more emphasis on wins and losses. The major points are as follows. We are removing the performance factor. Wins and losses are what matters. We're removing inflation protection. We will no longer reduce your rank point gains if your rank exceeds your skill. We will retain deflation protection. So if your rank is below your skill, it will still accelerate you upward. Ultimately, we will still expect rank to correlate with skill, but we won't be so heavy-handed about it. We hope these changes will make point gains and losses feel more consistent. So those are going to be some of the changes for competitive as far as how rank works. Competitive also has some additional changes in regards to older rewards like the roles and things of that nature. So starting in Season 23, all retired competitive rewards will be available to focus from Shaq's Legacy Crucible focusing menu. However, it is not as simple as having the engrams on hand. Shaq expects you to test your mental too. You will only be able to focus them once you have completed your placement matches. Unlike other focusing options, you will be limited to the number of weekly focus based on the highest rank you have achieved so far for this season. And then I have a chart here that kind of shows how all this works. So it's kind of incentivizing you to continue to go back into competitive to be able to achieve these engrams, and you want to focus to get the god roll you want for said competitive weapons. So all right, so let's talk about trials changes for season 23. In season 23, we're going to make some small changes to trials rewards in preparation for some larger changes coming alongside the final shape. We'll have more details to share on those later. In the meantime, we're going to be adding a set of small weekly rewards that trigger depending on how many wins you get in a row before your car becomes flawed. There will be one each for 3, 4, 5, and 6 wins on the card. If you get to a higher win total first, you'll get all the tiers below it too. These rewards will be granted in the post-game loot stream when your car becomes flawed, and they are currently set up to grant. 3 wins, you get trials armor. 4 wins, you get 5 enhancement cores. 4 wins, you get 5 enhancement cores. 5 wins, you get a trials weapon. 6 wins, you get 3 enhancement prisms. These rewards are only the first step in our journey to make trials more rewarding experience for those who cannot go flawless consistently. And we also just increased the drop rate of the depth weapons on 7 win cards after flawless back up to the level it was when flawless pool existed. In addition to those reward changes, we're also going to be running a weekend of trials labs where a checkmate modifier will be active in the playlist, and we look forward to seeing how this shakes up in more competitive setting than just the standard Crucible labs. So with the trials changes, these changes with the wins and things of that nature, this looks kind of more closely to how trials was back in D1, whereas you kept continuing to play matches, you still got drops for, armor, weapons, and you just really didn't have to depend on going to the vendor to turn in an Ingram and a chance, and then, you're back, grinding at it again. So I really like these changes that are coming to trials. Hopefully that'll incentivize more people to want to get into it, get those weapons, and get the armor that goes along with trials. All right, and to wrap up this week in Destiny, we also got to look at the new ritual activity weapon, which is going to be a sword. Name of it is going to be called the Chivalric Fire. This will be the first void caster sword in the game. It will roll with the combo of repulsor brace and destabilizing rounds. So very interesting role for your void builds there. For this sword, we also got to look at the ornaments from the different ritual activities, how it will look on the sword. And then we also got a look at some of the weapons that'll be leaving some of the high-end activities. So Immortal, Astro Horizon shotgun will be leaving trials. New weapon that'll be coming is a Strand adaptive trace rifle, so that's very interesting. Returning Eye of Soul kinetic adaptive sniper rifle will be returning to trials. An Iron Banner. We have the Dark Deceiver auto rifle will be leaving. The Slug shotgun will be leaving as well. New weapon that will be getting will be a Strand high impact auto rifle coming to Iron Banner, and Riz Walker will be returning. And then for the Nightfalls, the Buzzard Sidearm will be leaving, and the Swarm machine gun. Undercurrent, a wave frame breach grenade launcher, a loaded grenade launcher will be coming to the Nightfall. I'm very interested in that. And the returning will be Azumi RR4 arc adaptive sniper rifle will be returning to Nightfalls coming in season 23. So guys, let me know what you guys think about these new additions that'll be coming to PvP. And for all my PvP mains out there, is this what you've been hoping and looking for? Of course, they've mentioned in 2024 there will be some maps that'll be added to the game as well, and we're anticipating a longer season than normal in season 23. So is this what the PvP mains, is this what you guys have been looking for in regards to PvP? I would like to hear from you guys. Comment below. But with all that being said, guys, I thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you Guardians on the next one.